Welcome back into the Birdland Network, where we talk all things Baltimore Orioles and Major League Baseball. And today I want to talk about a big chance that the Orioles have coming up in this next month, the 21 to 24 days, to really steal this division away from the Yankees. And I'll kind of get in depth as to what I'm talking about here. But if you are new here, please consider subscribing to the channel. Just hit that subscribe button and hit that bell notification. That way every time we go live or do a new video, you won't miss it. And if you also could, please give us a thumbs up. It definitely helps the video. But I want to talk about this series, a few series coming up for the Orioles at the end of August going into September that I think is a big chance for the Orioles to really pass and distance themselves from not only the Yankees, but possibly the rest of the American League, to not just win the East, but also maybe to get out of there with the best record in baseball. And let's kind of get into what I'm talking about. So as you guys know, right now the Orioles are out west. They're facing the Dodgers. They won the first game of the Dodgers series. And tonight they have Corbin Burnes, Orioles' best pitcher, although he hasn't done well the last couple times out. He's pitching tonight for the O's. So the O's got a real chance here of stealing this series out west against the Dodgers. Of course, everybody knows the Orioles' struggles lately. They've been really a 500 to sub-500 team since June. And it's been a struggle for them, not just offensively, but pitching, relief. It's been a struggle. But I think this next set of games right after this Dodgers series, the Orioles could really get themselves right heading into a possible playoff berth for sure. I always say possible because I don't want to take anything for granted. I know they have one of the best records in baseball, but anything can happen. But I think it lines up really well for the Orioles. And let's get into what I'm talking about. So these last couple games the Orioles are going to face at the end of August, they're going to face Colorado in Colorado, the Rockies. Now let's talk about the Rockies alone. Just talking about Colorado, they are 49-84 out west in the National League West. So one of the worst teams in all of baseball, if not the National League. So the Orioles have a really good chance there to take 2 out of 3 from Colorado. No reason why they shouldn't. Really, no reason why they shouldn't take 2 out of 3 from the Rockies in that series, if not sweep them. If the Orioles are who we think they are. I'm going to use a football phrase there. If you know, you know. But from there, I think the Orioles' schedule is still very much for those next 18 days after that Rocky series in their favor. For instance, after Colorado, they come home to the White Sox and the Rays. So we'll just look at those teams alone for the next 6 games at home. Obviously, the White Sox are the worst team in baseball. I think their record is 31 and 101. They've got 31 wins, 101 losses. They're on pace to maybe break the record for most losses in the season. They're just really, really bad, and we're facing them at home. You would think major advantage Orioles. Again, win 2 out of 3, possibly sweep the series. And then they're going to face Boston. Okay, not Boston, Tampa, I'm sorry. Then they're going to face the Rays. Now the Rays this year, they've sold off a lot of their parts. They're 66-66. They're at 500. They're always going to be competitive because they always find a way to be competitive. But they're in 4th place, in 4th place in the Orioles division. They are not looking to win this year. They're moving on to next year. Advantage Orioles. Again, we're at home and we've done well against them this year. So, again, 2 out of 3 in that series, the Orioles should win. And then we go to Boston. Now, Boston, again, this year, they're over 500. For a while there, they were really pushing the Orioles and the Yankees for a possible division lead, but they've kind of stepped back a little bit now. They are 68-64, and I think they're like 9 games out of the division race at this point. Still in the wild card race, but I still think this is a team that the Orioles should win the series. 2 out of 3 again from Boston, even if it is in Boston. And then the Orioles will go to Detroit, and they're going to face the Tigers. Again, this is a Tigers team that is a game over 500 at 67-66. But I think it's a very beatable team. It's in Detroit, and I get it, but I still think this is a series the Orioles can win in Detroit. And then, we'll see where they sit from there. But I really think this Detroit series, that 67-66, the Orioles are a much better team. They're about 10 to 12 games better than them in the standings. So they should do well against Detroit. And then the last homestand of the regular season, they're going to face the Giants, and then they're going to face the Tigers again. Now, we've already talked about Detroit. We know where Detroit stands. But, even when you look at San Francisco, the Giants, and you look at their record this year, they're 67-66. They're 11 and a half games out of first place out west as well. But this is a team that, even though they're over 500, it's a team the Orioles should handle. And they should, again, win this series. So ultimately, what I'm getting at is the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 series that the Orioles have, of those next 21 games that they play, they can win 2 out of 3. They should win 15 out of 21. They should go like 15-6, 14-7 at best. And really help to kind of distance themselves from hopefully the Yankees and the rest of the American League to get the best record. It's their best opportunity. I think that at some point they're going to start getting some of their players back. Westberg should be back. Grayson Rodriguez, Zach Eflin, Danny Colomb is going to be back. Ryan Mountcastle will be back. So they're going to start getting healthy at the end of August into September. And hopefully it'll help them to make that push going into that last series against the Yankees and the Twins. Because both the Yankees and the Twins are looking for playoff berths as well. But if as an Orioles fan, I'm really hoping this series against the Yankees starting on September 24th is one that hopefully doesn't have a lot of meaning for the Orioles. Hopefully it's already something that won't matter to them. But I guess we'll see. But again, this next 21 games coming up for the Orioles after this Dodgers series is a big opportunity for the O's to really jumpstart their chances of winning this division more than anything else. Whether they win the best record in the American League I think is less important, but I really think they have a good chance now, since they've been able to tread water and survive the storms. They have a real good chance of separating themselves against these teams. But now it's out to you guys. I want to hear from you. What do you guys think? Is this a good setup for the Orioles these next 3 weeks and these next 21 games after the Dodgers series? You know, is one of these teams going to give the Orioles trouble, or do we see a really good stretch coming up for them? I'd like to hear from you in the comments. Again, if you are new here, please consider subscribing. It really helps me to grow. Our channel is getting close to 1,000 subs. Hopefully we'll get there. And give us a thumbs up. Definitely helps the video. But thanks for watching, gang. If you got this far, I appreciate it. Not too long of a video today, but I thought it was important that we talked about it. Big stretch of games coming up for the O's, and one that I really think they can take advantage of. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, keep rooting for the O's, and take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.